I'm Blogging Brandy, and this is RVersity, a university for RVers. And some of the biggest questions I get asked have to do with my RV's gas mileage.
How much does it cost to fill up your RV? What type of gas mileage does your RV get?
I've had travel trailers, lived the van life, and now we're here in my Class A motorhome. So I'm going to teach you what I've learned about RV gas mileage from my own experience and research. So I know you may not be able to see this, but it's more to keep me on track than it is for you to be able to see it. So I tried to break this down from each of the RVs that I had, and so since I just took a trip in this RV, I figured we'd kind of like go through that trip and it would help you understand how much it actually cost me to run this RV. This is a Class A toy hauler. It is a 2018 Thor Outlaw 37 RV, which you can take a tour of below this video. I tow and load my smart car, which you can also take a tour of and see how I do that below this video. It's a gas engine, so I only have to put regular gasoline in it as well, which is great. It's the cheapest that you can pay for. It is a 80-gallon gas tank, so it holds 80 gallons in the tank, and I also have an external gas tank to fill like my smart car with, and that holds 26 gallons, and that's not.
You can see we're getting our gas pump out of our external gas tank. So we're turning on the pump and we're putting gas into the RV. So we actually we filled up the tank in the RV, and then we filled up the back tank because when we were going through like Texas and some of these places, they don't have all the gas. So we just brought our gas with us. So now we're taking the gas from our external filling tank and we're putting it into the gas tank in the RV. But normally you would keep this gas for like the smart car or motorcycles or ATVs or something that you might have. But this is pretty cool.
In total, I could carry 106 gallons on this RV if I wanted to. The more that you carry, the more that it costs to move. So I took an 1,800-mile trip from Alabama to Las Vegas, Nevada, which is where we're at here at the KOA. If you haven't seen that, you can check that out below this video as well. It took us 255 gallons of gas to get here. It cost $572.40 to actually make the trip in total. I will say we did take a little bit of a detour to Laughlin and stay there for a little while. It cost an average of $2.22 is I think the cheapest that we paid per gallon, but at one point I had to pay $3.19. On average, I got this question, what is the gas mileage in your RV?
8 to 10 miles per gallon. That's what you get.
That's it. 8 to 10. Okay? Yes, it costs a lot of money to move this RV. So sometimes I park it and leave it and just go with my car. Sometimes I put it in storage and pay for a storage unit because it may only cost me $50 to put it in storage if I'm coming back somewhere and I just need a quick trip. Sometimes I pay for long-term monthly RV sites because it's cheaper to stay somewhere monthly than it is for short-term. So you get the point of why you don't just move this RV and why you don't just take it out for a weekend. It cost me $100 to $200 per fill up to actually fill up this RV, and I get about 607 miles on a full tank. And that's talking about just the 80-gallon tank, not my external filling tank, which is the additional 26 gallons if I wanted to put gas in there. Oh, and I only drive about 55 to 60 miles per hour in this RV, so I don't really go that fast. And I really don't see a huge difference when I have my smart car in or don't have my smart car in. I do see a huge difference when I have water on board. So if I have a lot of the fresh water in here or I have a lot of water in my holding tanks. So I always try to limit what I take in the RV for that purpose. It does make a difference if you're traveling through the mountains and wind and rain versus just on flat terrain. Of course, all those things are going to make a difference. So I hope that helps answer your questions. I get 8 to 10 miles per gallon in my RV, and it costs about $200 to fill this bad boy up. Before I had this RV, my Class A RV, I had a Class B RV, which was my 2018 Winnebago 170M Mercedes Sprinter van. If you haven't seen it, you can check out a tour of it below this video. It was a diesel engine. It had a 26-gallon tank. I towed my smart car and my trailer with it, and you can check out a video on that as well below this video. And I also had to put in what is called DEF fluid. And every few thousand miles you have to put this additive. So you have to put this additive in. It's just, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 20 bucks. You get it. Gas stations usually always have it, especially ones that sell diesel gas. They're gonna have the DEF fluid. But I did make a video about that. So that's an added expense. I used to always drive 65 to 70 miles an hour, maybe, give or take a few. And it cost me about $60 to fill up my van. On average, I got about 15 miles per gallon. My van obviously got a little bit better gas mileage, and I know most people are going to say, hey, do you feel like you got better gas mileage when you were towing versus not? Honestly, I feel like my van was a beast. She was a bad girl, so she towed pretty well, and I really didn't see a difference when I was towing with her. That's my Sprinter van, and before that, I had my trailer. So my first RV was actually a travel trailer. It was a nightmare, but I don't remember exactly what it was. It doesn't even really matter. It was, I believe, a 2016 Forest River, and it was like 25-30 feet. This RV is 38 feet, and my van was like 25. All in all, with this trailer plus the Expedition to tow it, it was probably 40 feet or more. 2006 Expedition is what I used to tow it. I got about 8 to 12 miles per gallon when I was towing. I did find that Lucas oil is an additive that you can use, and it helps when you're traveling to add it to the gas tank when you fill up, because it got me an extra 1 to 2 miles per gallon when I was traveling. I also found in my Expedition that I would have to disconnect the battery every time I got done towing. Otherwise, for some reason, I don't know, the computer would tell it, hey, we're still towing, and it would flush a bunch of gas to the engine, and it just made me cry, okay, all the time. So I would have to reset my battery after each tow, and let's be real, a 2000 Expedition or any massive truck that you're using to tow any RV is already going to suck a bunch of gas. When you add on towing a trailer, it costs that much more. That's my experience with travel trailers. I didn't hate my travel trailer itself, like the brand. I just didn't enjoy the trailer life. So that wasn't for me. And that's when I flipped it on the side of the road and decided to move into something even better, which was my van and then this RV. So I've learned a lot about RVing. So the one thing that I did want to mention about the trailer that I wish that I would have known at the time was that I didn't need to go find a tow car for it if I was going to plug it up and leave it somewhere for a month, or putting it in storage for periods of time. Maybe I could find somebody with a truck or rent something, or if you're purchasing the travel trailer from a dealership, you can have it delivered to an RV spot or your house or wherever it's going to be, especially if it's going to be there permanently or for a long period of time. You may not even have to worry about having a tow vehicle, but that's just a side note and something I didn't really think about when I started my RVing life. So now you know how much it costs to fill up my RV tanks and what to expect when you're fueling up your RV, no matter what type and size RV you have.
But which RV is right for me?
That's probably something that you're asking yourself. Okay, well, now I know what type of gas mileage to expect or what you're getting, but what RV might be right for my lifestyle? So I've actually put together an entire, I would say, cheat sheet, but it's a download that you can pick up below this video to help you figure that out, because I've been through the process and I know what it feels like. And before I forget, you can also download the RVersity app on your phone, which I just launched, to help you kind of go through the RV process. And if you're thinking about buying, I actually have a checklist in here that covers your RV inspection. So if you're thinking about getting an RV, you might want to check out the inspection checklist, or if you already have an RV, you might want to look up the maintenance checklist or the hookup essentials to help you walk through the RVing process. That's the RVersity app, which you can get on your phone. And like I said, everything else you can pick up below this video or on RVersity.com. If you have questions, drop them below this video. I'm Vlogging Brandy. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button down below and don't forget to subscribe. This is RVersity, a university for RVers, and I'll see you in the next video.